Okay, and of course we are still talking about this very hot-headed issue, which is all about albinism. And today we are checking out Ndade Sylvester. Yes, how are you doing that?
I'm doing fine.
With the right hand. It's always a pleasure talking to you because I know it's going to be such a fabulous interview because you're so humorous like that. Yeah. You try to be serious when you're doing your work, but we all know that you have a very soft spot, so it's fine. Yes, Ndade Sylvester, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So we are out in LCE today at the Lesotho College of Education, and you work here now.
Yes, I do work here.
What do you do here?
Actually, I teach commercial subjects, and I have been here for the past almost 4 years.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about your childhood and growing up with this misconstrued, condition that people think maybe it's contagious because they don't want to get next to you too much. How was it growing up, though? Where did you grow up, and how was it growing up?
I grew up in Ghana. I grew up probably not in the most of conducive atmospheres because, like you rightly say, there's a lot of myths, a lot of fables and all those about albinism. So, really, kids would pull you here, push you there, laugh at you here. So it was a tough growing up. But on average, because I got support from my parents, I think I grew up fine.
What was one of the fundamental values they instilled in you while you were growing up and being teased and experiencing all that?
To feel good and to do good. To go on with my life and not to be worried about things that I cannot change. And also to understand that God had a purpose for me. So, that carried me, and I had to therefore throw behind me all that people had to say.
Exactly. Now, for people out there who still have those myths in their minds, though, maybe you get into a taxi, they don't want to sit next to you, they think maybe it's contagious. What kind of message do you have for them?
Let me look at people here, that's those who have such attitudes and albinos themselves. Let me take first those who will not sit next to an albino and say they should sit next to them and they will not die. Of course, they will not change. But on a very serious note, I think that they need to come to understand that those people are human beings, and some do things that they do and even do better things. And of course, some do worse things too. So really, they are human beings. And just like not to have eyes or not to see or not to have ears would not make you a subhuman being. So that's how they have to pick it up. But to albinos, I would want to say they must understand that whoever you are would always come through based on how you think about yourself. So they must think about themselves with all the confidence and believe that they can do what others do. Because what you achieve has nothing to do with your height, your color, your nature. I guess that we have top guys who are albinos, we have people who are down, we have top guys who are the so-called normal in quotes actually. So really they must get up.
And how easy was it for you, growing up and getting into dating scene when you start noticing me?
I hope you're not trying to assess whether I had many girls in my life or something.
No.
But really, I think it was smooth for me. It was smooth. Maybe because I'm a lot handsome. But apart from that, I think on a serious note, I don't know. I just went about because of the confidence I had gathered from my childhood. I'll just go, I'll come to you.
You just approach?
Yes, I'll approach. And your answer is yes or no. And my understanding wouldn't be because I'm an albino, because I know a girl has the right to say yes or no. And of course, I want some, I lost some, like all other people do.
Yes.
So really, to me, that never came even a lot.
Okay. No, thank you so much, Ndade Sylvester, for joining us today. Of course, you're still on the U-turn right here, and we're at LCE. We just met with Ndade Sylvester, who is a teacher here. We're still going to talk more about this issue, so make sure not to switch that dial.